Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a DIY tutorial on how to make your own cash envelopes. And these are the envelopes that I just worked on. So if you're interested on seeing how I made these, stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye. Okay guys, so this is gonna be a little bit of a different video. Let's go ahead and get started. So this is my DIY cash envelopes video that I had promised a couple of you that had asked to see this. And again, I just wanna say how easy this is, and you'll see how easy it is. So just to start off, I'm gonna go ahead and show you a couple of things, or a few things. So I got this paper cutter by Furbon, and this was off of Amazon. It was super inexpensive. Oh, it's all like dirty. It was super inexpensive. I think it was like maybe like $7 or $8. I'm not sure, but I'll find the link and I'll link it below. And then I got this Amazon Basics laminator, and that was also on Amazon, and that was about $15, super cheap. And then I got these, which is why this is so simple. These are 7x7 paper designer by Gnognauq, and these were about $9 a pack, but I feel it was totally worth it because it comes with a lot of them, and I was able to make all of my envelopes and still have some left over. So super cheap, already the size that I need them, and you'll see how easy it is. So this is one of the designs that I got. And then I also got it in this design, again, another 7x7 by the same Gnognauq paper designer, and it's perfect. And it just comes with so many different options. So that's what I got. And then I also got the Amazon Basics letter size laminating pouch, which is 100 sheets of this. So all in all, I think it was, gosh, I want to say under like $30 or $40 for all of it. And I'll just be able to, you know, replenish my cash envelopes if something happens to them, you know, because I do have them in my wallet and they get tossed around and stuff like that. Like the ones that I keep in my safe are fine, but it's the ones that go in my wallet that get beat up pretty badly, or anything that I toss in my purse if I need that fund for that day or whatnot. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So I already have 2 of the laminating sheets here, and I have 6 of the paper designer sheets. So I got 3 from one and then 3 from the other one. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this. So hopefully I can do this without really editing too much because it needs to go up tonight. And yeah. So honestly guys, first thing I do is I grab these sheets and I just fold them in half. So I look at the design and see if it would look good if I folded it in half or if I folded it the other way. So it just depends what you want to do. So for this one, it would be best to fold it this way because of this. I mean, you're not going to be able to really see it either way, because if I do this, it's going to be upside down. So I'm just going to fold it in half this way. So let's do that. So just align it as best as you can and then just fold in half. So that's it. That's the first one. And I didn't do it that great. It's a little bit over, but it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it up once it's done. So there's the first one. And then again, the second sheet, if you do it half, which I did it with mine, it's gonna look weird. So I'm just gonna, if you do it this way, it's gonna look weird because it's gonna be upside down. So I'm just gonna do it this way again. Okay, this was not perfect. So I'm just gonna try and fix it this way. There we go. And you might notice that most of these are very Parisian inspired, and that's just because I love Paris. I was there in November with my husband, and that was my 3rd time there. And I'm going back a 4th time in April because I have to be in London for work, and also because I bought tickets to Gillian Anderson's play All About Eve, and I love her. I think she's a fantastic actress, and I can't wait to go see it. I actually saw her 2 years ago in A Streetcar Named Desire in London as well. And so I'm going back for that and for some work stuff. And then I think we're gonna do a little stopover in Ireland, more specifically Dublin, and then maybe, you know, take the train to Paris because I just love it so much. Anyways, so let me fold this, and this again, it'll look much better if I do it this way as opposed to the way that I did it before, which was this way. So I'm just gonna do it like that. And this is perfect that I'm showing you guys this because my friend Emily Martha, who was the one that originally taught me how to edit, you know, my own videos, and I'm still learning, but she taught me the, you know, just gave me some tips and tricks and showed me how to do it. She is getting into this budgeting journey as well. She's starting off the year with trying to break down her numbers and stuff, and I feel like I inspired that a little bit. So I'm gonna make these for her. So I'm gonna, you know, give her 6 new envelopes so she can separate her cash, and you know, it'll be great. She'll love them. So then again, I wish I would have paid more attention to when I did mine, because I did all mine like this way, but then these just look better this way because you can actually read the stuff that's on them. And then for those of you who are joining me and have seen my previous videos, you know that I got some press-ons for a really good deal because I was trying to spend less money on my nails, since I spend about $70 a month on personal maintenance, which is just basically my manis and petties. So I bought these press-ons, like 3 sets of press-ons at CVS with like a bunch of coupons, and I ended up paying up like $7 when each of them are like $8.99. And so this is the 3rd pack because the other one didn't last as long as the first one. So we'll see how long this one lasts, but it's cute, and my nails are super short right now, so these are perfect. And so far they feel like pretty steady. They feel steadier than the last pack. So these are Kiss, and then the one that I wore on my last video were Impress. And while I like Impress because it has like the little adhesive and it protects your nails a little more, they're very flimsy and they don't stay on as long as the Kiss nails. So side note. Okay, and then the last one, I think this one can go, yeah, no, it's gonna go this other way. Gosh, I wish I'd done mine this way. Martha, I'm gonna give you my old ones and I'm gonna get these. Just kidding. So there we go. So that's it, you guys. So I just folded all of these in half, and now I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the laminator so it can start warming up, and then I'm gonna start getting these in order. So then you open your sheet up like so. So I'm gonna do the opening facing up, so it'll be easier to cut out, and then this will just go at the very edge of this paper, like so. And then basically for the rest, you just have to sort of play with, you know, how you want them placed. But I just give them a little bit of room so I can cut it, still be able to cut it. And then this, I try to get this one to the edge as much as possible because I'm gonna be cutting that as well. So there we go. That's how I'm placing them. And then just make sure, like this one already came off from this side. So I'm just gonna make sure that it's really in there. And then there you go. So those are like this. And then basically we just wait for this light to go green, and that's when it'll tell me that it's ready to go. And then I go ahead and feed this, and then you feed them this way in. So the closing goes in first and the opening part goes last. So now it's just the waiting game, you guys. I feel like the Jeopardy song should be playing right now. Do, 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 do. But seriously, guys, that's really needs to be playing right now because like this is taking a minute. So I should have heated this while I was folding the envelopes. But anyways, it's green now. Let's go ahead and get started. So just be careful when you're feeding it through, and then you just put it in like so. And then just hold it out like that, you guys, because you want to make sure that the envelopes don't slip out. I think I might have fed it a little crooked, but it should still work. So my Amazon Basics has 2 settings. It has a 3 mil and the 5 mil. And the first batch of envelopes I did in the 3 mil, and I noticed that they are a little bit flimsier. And on the 5 mil, it just seems to keep them a little bit sturdier. I'm not really sure what the difference is, you guys, but for me, it just feels slightly different. So there you go. That is the first batch. And then I'm gonna let them cool off a bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the second batch, and then I'll get to cutting them. Okay, so now I'm gonna leave this running because it shouldn't take me that long to put them in this pouch. Okay. And that is done. So I'm gonna shut this off. It's a little hot, so just watch when you touch it. I try not to touch it in the middle. I just touch it off to the side. Okay, so this is, we're gonna let that one cool off. So Did I already forget which one was the bottom? I think I did. See, this is very important, guys. Okay, so this one is the bottom, so I have to put it this way. So I've already forgotten. I think it's this way. I think this one was the bottom. I'm sure. Okay, I hope I'm right. Yeah, it feels like it is, because this feels like a cleaner edge down here. Wait, no, it might not be. This might be it. Okay, no. So this is the bottom, this is the top. Okay, gosh, this is awesome. Okay, so then what I do is that I try to cut them all together right off the bat, because now these aren't totally aligned, so I'm just gonna cut them and then you'll see. That's my first cut, and it's just to make it easier for myself when I start cutting the rest. So let's see. This can go right there, and then I'm just gonna have to adjust as I go each individual one. Okay, so then this is the first individual one that I'm cutting. Now, you want to make sure you get as close to the edge. Like, you want to make sure that you cut it enough to where it looks nice and flush, but also you want to make sure that you don't cut it at the very edge of this, because then it's going to open the laminating sheet. So I'm definitely going to leave some room for it. Let's see. So I'm going to go right there. Actually, this isn't ready yet. So you see how I just left some room there, and I might play with that and cut it a little bit more, but as of right now, I'm just gonna leave it like that because I do not want to get to the edge where it cuts the laminating sheet and then opens up the envelope from the bottom. So let's go ahead and show you this one. See how this one, oh, it's just, so one of the things that I have noticed is that when the paper is really thick, as this one is, the other ones are a little bit thinner, is that it doesn't seal it as well as the thinner paper. And I've been playing with the idea of getting some thin designer paper to see how it works on that, just because on the thicker sheets, it sometimes doesn't work as well. I mean, it still keeps the envelope pretty good, but it gets a little, you can feel it when you touch it. So anyways, let me go ahead and cut this to, so I don't cut too much, but I don't want it to be super big where I can't fit it in a wallet. And then, so this is the bottom side. This is the one that you have to be very careful with, because again, you don't want to get it to that part of the envelope where it's going to open the laminating sheet. So I'm just playing with it and trying to take off as much as I can without opening the laminating sheet, or without breaking the laminating sheet. Okay, and now this is the top. So now we're gonna go in for the top, and the top is the one that you definitely want to open. So let's start there and see what that does. Let's see if that opened it. Yep, it did. So there you go, you guys. So that's my first envelope. And again, you can play with the sides of this, because if you want it to fit in a wallet, you might want the edges to be not as wide. So you just gotta play with it. So like with this one, I might just cut off that little end right there. Again, I don't wanna go in too close to it, because I don't know if you can see the line right there. Once you cut that line, that will definitely open up the laminating sheet. So you always want to steer clear from that, but you want to get it close enough to where, you know, like I still have some room to play. I don't know if you can see it like that, but I still have some room to play here. So I'm going to try and do that. And that's just because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist at times, and I want it to be, you know, better, or, you know, not as thick as it's looking right now. But sometimes you gotta be careful, because if you cut close to that line, then it unseals it and then you're screwed. So yeah, so I think I'm happy with that size. And that's basically it, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of these and then show you the final product. Okay, this one is giving me a little bit more trouble, so let's do that. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm cutting the paper, but sometimes I have. There we go. I just did this one a little bit more uneven. You can tell right there. So that's why it was giving me a little bit of a tough time. So there's that one. And then this is the final one. This one's actually kind of perfect. So that's it, you guys. I mean, literally, it's so simple. It just took me a little bit longer to do them today because I was trying to give an explanation, but I think last time I did them, like, I don't know, well, I had to do 32, 34 envelopes. So that took me a little bit longer. So it's literally no time at all. It's so easy. And then at the end of it, you're left with like just beautiful envelopes to put your money in. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw this away. And I'm back. So there you have it, folks. That was my DIY tutorial on how to make your own cash envelopes. As you can see, they were super, super easy to make. It wasn't really that hard at all. And I mean, I think this was a lifesaver. This, the 7x7s, you know, already cut to the size that I needed it, and just having to fold it in half really, really helped me, because I had seen a few other tutorials where they had the letter size and then they cut that down and then did everything else. So when I was watching those, I was like, it can't really be that easy, but it really was. And it was way, way easier with this. So I'll link a couple of those tutorials down below so you can take a look at those as well. But this one's mine. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please like and comment. And then also, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so now, and then ring my bell so you can stay updated on everything that I have coming up. And then next week, I will have my paycheck number 2 breakdown for you, plus my cash envelope stuffing. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
I need a minute just for me.